Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Asian Indices for the 25th of February. So with the ASX200 here, we're not quite at the top, I thought maybe, but we've got one more little push to the upside, which will take us into the 62 area and also meet this. It's just not only this consolidation here, but it's also all of this along here as well here. So, yeah. So that's really where the next resistance is. So what we need to do is we need to count 5 waves up. So we've been looking at 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here. And now we need to look for 5 waves in this last little structure here of 1 and 2 and so on. So let's just go in and pick that up from that 4-hour low here. So from this blue wave 4 here, we've got 1 and 2 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice strong third wave, nice complicated fourth wave here. And from this little section here, we need to look at this as wave 1 here, wave 2 here, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 for the third wave, a fourth wave, and a fifth wave here. Okay, so it's going to take us above the 6200 area here. So on the hourly chart, it would look a bit like this here. So from wave 4 here, we're looking now, I've had to adjust this for the extra move up. It's just the market's just extended higher, so I need to simply just track the wave counts up. So I need to look at this as wave 1 here and wave 2 here, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for the third wave. The fourth wave here looks a little bit small here, but this little move in through here, as you can see when it's moved down through here, you see how it's in 3 waves here, so it is corrective. The 38.2% retracement level is on this 6150 here, the midpoint, so it could pull back to this space here. So if you're long, you would need to keep the stop under that space there. And otherwise we'll move to the upside. So in the upside we can look at 6220, 6230 area here before we see it move off through here. And the banks are pretty much the same in this little sequence here too, so I just really want to watch them as well. If I can just cut through to a bank here, what do we got here? This is a bank. I know the pattern, but it's the XXJ. Well, that will do too. So basically what we're looking for from this low here is we're looking for a little 5 waves up. So this will be the same for A and Z and so on. So here we've got the 1 and the 2 and the 3 here. We'll get a 4 and a 5 to move a little bit higher here. Now, I still understand that this move here, moving up through here, is corrective as an A and a B and a C. So it does make all of this corrective. So I was waiting for this top here and looking for it to be bullish past this point here. And A and Z certainly leading to the upside of taking this high out here. But at the same time, where the ASX200 is, and where this is as well, I want to wait for another little sequence to finish. So I want this 5 waves here to finish first, and then we'll have a look at it there. I mean, for the S&P 500 as well, just to bring us into the picture, I thought we may have had a top in at this space here, but as I mentioned on Friday, that we would need to take this low out here, and the market has moved up. So I've also adjusted the wave count, but further back in the process for this one, but 3 here, 4 here, and then we can see, or you can see 5 waves up through here reasonably clearly in terms of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for 1 and 2. So we've still got the third wave here and the fourth wave and the fifth wave here. So it can still take us a few more days to get to the top here, so somewhere in the midweek here, which should pretty much tie in with, well, there's a lot going on in the world, isn't there, in terms of, well, the trade talks and also North Korea talks and so on. So so about midweek for all of this to play out here. So going to have a look at India now. So with India here, I'm just going to stay on the hourly chart here. So with India here, we were looking at this being a top in play here at the 61.8% retracement level here, and looking at this as a 5-wave sequence to the downside, and we're looking for a rally to the upside into the box here, the 50-60% retracement level. So we can look at it as 10,900. Now, we were never going to turn bullish on this market unless we found the 11,000 here as the support. Now, this little move up through here, it's a little bit difficult for me to count. If I look at it on the cash market, however, the physical market, this is a 15-minute chart, becomes a little bit clearer here. So what I can see here is the move up through here. I'm not sure to count this as wave 1 here or wave A here as an A and a B wave here. If that's the case, then we'll have 1 and 2 and 3. A, B, C for 4 here, and we'll push up further for wave 5 here, and then that will take us as an A and a B and 5 waves up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 waves up here for the C wave. So even once that tops out into this space here, I would still need to get some evidence that we're actually going to be moving down from that point and not continuing up, because this here can also be counted as wave 1 and 2 here, and then we're in a third wave here in terms of 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 here, a bit small for the third wave here, 4 and 5. So I still need this to play out. So here it's kind of easy to count. It still doesn't make it, you know, the bias is still corrective, but it can also be impulsive as well. So we would need to really just, that's why I'm not sure how to label this here, so I'll just leave this here like this. So once we reach here, I'd need to see a nice 5-wave structure to the downside here, and then 3 waves up here. That's what we need to see, so then we can look to short it in a longer term trend here, because if it gets to here and then, you know, starts to move up through here and find support here, well, then we're going to have to be bullish with this market. It's just that we've hit the 61.8% retracement level, and this does count nicely down as 5 waves here, so we need to look on the bearish side here. We understood that we would get a bounce off the 10,650 in terms of the trading levels. This is really quite important number here, but we can also see that with the reflection over here. So we knew that we're going to get a bounce off this level back into this box here. So now we just need to wait it out. So we know there's another 2 sessions in the global markets for a push to the upside before moving lower. So let's just have a bit of patience with this and see how it pans out here. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.